Hello, welcome to Tricia's Cards and Crafts and another in my series of Simple to Stepped Up on Sundays. Today is Valentine's Day and I had meant to do these cards before but I didn't get round to it. So if you don't want to use them for Valentine's Day, you could use these as well for anniversary cards. They would be just as nice. If you want to give a fun card to somebody on Valentine's for an anniversary, again, obviously you can use them for a Valentine's Day card, which is what I've used these for. These are the two cards. This is the one I'm going to show you how I made, and then I'll show you how I made this one. I'll explain how I made this one. Okay, the stamp set I'm using is this Darling Donkeys, and I'm using the hearts from the Pattern Play stamp set from the annual catalogue. The Darling Donkeys is the celebration set. Okay. The only thing I didn't have that's part of either of those sets is this Happy Valentine's Day stamp, and that's just because I haven't got a Stampin' Up version of this at the moment. And it hasn't arrived because of the postage situation at the moment. But if you've got a Valentine's Day stamp, there are Valentine's stamps available from Stampin' Up, but I don't have one at the moment. We've got a problem with all the shipping and everything that's coming through or not coming through at the moment because of Brexit and different problems with shipping as well. Oh yes, I'm afraid my stamp got caught in my I had a bit of an accident, yes, so that stamp's a bit broken, but there we go, it'll be okay. We'll manage without. That's okay. Right, so I'm going to show you how I made this card. So we've got the image on the front, and I think I will put just a little bit of this along the bottom so that he's not sort of standing in mid-air. Okay, there we go. And on the inside, Happy Valentine's Day and the hearts. And I've also put hearts on the envelope flap and on the front, and I coloured one of the hearts in just because I could. There we go. So we have our cards, and I'll just stamp these ready. If I can find out where I put my, oh there it is, black ink. Here we go. So I used the image of the donkey with the little rose in his mouth. There we go. Put him there, or even, well, I think it would be a him. Could be a her, I suppose. Oh, something happened there. Have to be careful with that. Make sure it dries off. Hang on. Had a little bit of a smudge on there. There we go. It's okay. And then I used, on this one, I used hee haw, hee haw, hee haw. But I'm going to use You're the Best on the front of this one. I did use this, whoops, on the other card that I made, the larger version, the stepped up version, and I used some Versamark ink on it. I'll explain a bit more when we come round to making it. I'm going to put You're the Best there. There we go. It doesn't really matter. There we go. There's the black done. And then for the red on the inside, I've used that was the Memento Tuxedo black ink, and I'm using the Real Red ink as well for the front. There we go, or the inside I should say, not the front. Dear me. There we go. Yes, my Y's gone a bit funny now. It got caught in my machine, my die cutting machine. I didn't realise I'd left it in the way of the on the top, and it pulled it through and off my stamp lock. So, and I'm getting red ink everywhere now. Let me just wipe my fingers, because I don't want red ink everywhere getting it all over me, and that's not the idea, because if I get it all over me, I'll get it all over my cards. And I don't want that to happen. There we go. Let's just wipe that off, make sure. And then I also want to do the red on the envelope as well. Just the hearts. I put one there and one on the front. The reason I coloured the other one in, to be honest, is because when I stamped it, it smudged a little bit, so I thought, well, I'll colour it in. It doesn't matter, you could leave it as it was, or you could colour them in, it's up to you. But that's what I did there. So the envelope's done, the inside's done, so now we just need to do the card front. Now, as I've always been saying in the past, I've said in the past, I'm using the Stampin' Up markers to colour in the card, because I'm not I'm going to be it's not going to be on another piece of paper that I'm going to stick on top. So because the stamping blends are the alcohol markers, they will bleed through the paper. The Stampin' Up markers don't. Okay, so that's why I'm not doing those. So I'm just going to colour in the rose, and I've just got two different coloured reds. I've got the Poppy Parade and I've got the real red, and I'm just using the Poppy Parade just for this front little bit of petal, yeah, rose petal there, and then I'll use the real red to do the other, just to make it look as if there's a bit of a shadow there. For the donkey itself, I'm using the powder pink just to do his muzzle and his ears. Again, always making sure, as far as possible, that you don't go over and over in the same place, because if you do, you'll find that you'll rub the you'll make it pill, and you don't want to do that. So I'm just doing, this is grey granite, I'm just using this to do the darker parts of the card, of the donkey even, and do the back legs, just to do where the shadows would be. Okay, and then I'm using Sahara sand to do the rest of the donkey. So I did use the grey granite on the ears of the other one, I did, but I'm going to use just the Sahara sand for this one. I'm just going to try shade gently so I don't keep going over the same. I mean, this doesn't blend in the same way, obviously, as the blending pens do, but you can see that there's a bit of shadow in places by doing it like this. There you go. And I'll just put a little bit there we go. So he's standing on the floor, and there we go, there's the card coloured in. So I don't know which one I prefer best, the he or the you're the best, but it's also got your Happy Valentines in the middle. Okay, so those are the two simple stamping cards. For the stepped up version, I've used a piece, and I should have just noticed I've got it upside down. I would have had the sort of the little, I thought they looked a bit like heart shapes, but now they look as though they're going down instead of that way up, which would have meant they were coming down. They're sort of facing the wrong way, but never mind. That's the way I meant to have done it, but I'm obviously stuck it on the wrong way round. But there we go. That's by the way. I used a piece of real red card and I cut out a heart shape from it, and then I stamped on another piece of Whisper White card over the top. This designer series paper is an old paper that's retired, but I had in my stash and I just thought it would go with the card. You don't have to use the designer series paper, you could use any designer series paper. Again, I'm waiting for some to come, so it's going to be too late, but never mind. For this project, we'll use it again in another one, maybe next year. I then stamped with real red just the heart shapes from the confetti, or from the pattern play stamp set, and I stamped him and coloured him in with the Stampin' Blends. That's why he's a different sort of colour and it's shaded better on this card. And I used the You're the Best stamp, but I used it with a Versamark ink, and then I used some embossing powder, and I don't know whether you can actually tell, but I've embossed that there. I tied a little red ribbon from my stash. I think it's still available. It's 1/8 of an inch ribbon, and it's, here it is, solid ribbon, 1/8 of an inch, and you get 10 yards of it. Okay, I think it's still available, that one. And I also used some of these red rhinestones, the red rhinestone basic jewels. These are available in the annual catalogue as well. So that's what I used there. I stamped again on the flap and the inside of the envelope, the same as I did on the other ones, and I've also put it on the front of the envelope as well, the little hearts. So those are the cards that I've got for you for today. I hope you liked the cards, and if you did, if you could give a thumbs up for the video if you enjoyed it. If you'd like any of the materials I've used, apart from the designer series paper, although there are others there, you can buy them on my online shop, which is Tricia's Cards and Craft.stampinup.net, and that's if you're in the UK. If you're somewhere else, you can find a demonstrator that's closer to you, and you can choose what your items from there. If you choose items up to the value of £45, you'll be able to choose this stamp set, the Darling Donkeys, free with this from the Celebration catalogue. So these are not ones that you can buy, these come when you buy products. So these, you can only get these if you actually spend some money buying other products. You can buy the note cards and envelopes as well from this on my online shop. If you'd like to send me put any comments or any questions or any queries or any suggestions for other cards you'd like to see me make, then you can put them on this the comment section below, or you can email me at triciascardsandcrafts@yahoo.com. And if you'd like to see more of my videos, you can click on the subscribe button, and if you click on the little bell icon that appears, you'll then be notified when I post new videos. Right, I hope you did enjoy that today. Hope you have a lovely Valentine's Day, and if you need a quick card, these are the sort of things you could be making. Thanks for joining me. Hopefully I'll see you again shortly. Bye bye.